There we go. I stop myself. I almost say my password out loud sometimes. Here we are. Haha. Haha. All right. There we go. Very good. Says we've been live for 10 seconds. Very nice. Hey, it's Rigo Rockstar. It's Alex. Hello, guys. How are you tonight? So, let's grab yesterday's stream. We're going to snatch that. You guys might not have seen it, but we made 151 $1 cheaper. So 151 is a little bit cheaper. Yes, we do drop prices sometimes. You guys sometimes catch me raising prices by like $1. We lower prices by $1 too when we can. All right, there's the tags. And now for the title. Opening Pokemon cards until it cures my autism. Live card shop. All right. Would it cure my autism or would it give me autism? Let's see. New Skrillex album. Hello, Governor. Hey, what's up, man? Closing that. I played some Monster Hunter today. Delay in e-check payment. Who's this? Edwin Delson. All right. He having a little trouble with that payment method. That's all right. I'm sure he'll figure that out. Let's see. I got this threatening email that says I have failed to pay insurance on one of the homes. How annoying is that? Is that real? Karis would know if it's real. I think it's real. It's a lot of money for insurance, man. Did I tell you guys owning a home's expensive? Let's see this. It looks real. She gotta ask me for money. All right. That sucks. Okay. How was the gaming stream? It was pretty good. I had a fun time. My neck started to hurt in the middle of the stream, though, weirdly enough. I think I need a way better chair for that stream, dude. I need a way better chair. All right, so last night I bought some Paldean Evolved Live and added that to my inventory. Paldean, what a powerhouse of a set. Wow. So I think we're done there. All right. Oh, somebody has texted me. I think that's Alexis. Alexis has come over to get the last bits of work done. All right. There we go. So she had a lot of shipping on Monday. Sven Jansen needs to be done. I'm going to text her to set all Sven Jansen's slabs to the side. Hold on. Okay, so Sven Jansen, I told her we need Sven Jansen's slab so I can get his shipping done. He deserves to get his shipping done. We're behind on the bulk box shipping too. There was actually a big demand for bulk boxes all of a sudden. And so I've just been trying to catch up with that. So some people are probably still waiting on those. But those are part of my daily routine. It's just there was a lot of demand all of a sudden. All right. Well, look at these fantastic breaks. The Kingdra, a very short 5-spot break. We have Houndoom, an 11-spot break. Lugia, he's the real spice, man, but he's a 27-spot break. All right. Wonderful. We're waiting on new slabs to come. I think our next slab return will end up being tag grading, right? I still have a runny nose. I still have allergies. It's really terrible. Account, order history. Let's see this orders. Yes, we are in slab assembly for my next tag grading submission, which was submitted almost 2 months ago. So they said they had a 10-day turnaround, but we are not getting anything like that. Tag grading is slammed. They're probably hiring. All right, let's see. Let's hit refresh over here. The Kingdra is a top 5 promo ever. It's got that art style, right? It's got that beautiful art style. So you probably want to own one of these. Hold on to it. Don't sell it. Just because it looks kind of cheapish, don't sell it. Hold on to it. It's a promo. And 5 years from now, that's going to be like $1,000 promo. Come on. It's got that old Japanese art style to it. The Kingdras are great. It's a promo. I'll go buy a Kingdra right now. I'm going to go buy one. Such a great card. I mean, I could easily stock up on these because they're so good. This Kingdra is amazing. There's only one concern I have is, do they reprint it? And if they do, how much? And how many more are left to grade? So those numbers matter. But other than that, he's the easiest hold ever. I mean, he's a great card. You know, when you're trying to pick a card to buy, this has got to go into your collection for long-time holding. Looks fantastic on social media. Yep, here it is. So we're going to go ahead and pick up one of these bad boys. Kingdra's great. You know, when I bought my first Kingdra, wow, I barely make any money selling this. When I bought my first Kingdra, he was $70. It was a $70 card. That's it. $70 on that Kingdra. I bought one. What if we bought two? Let's buy two. Why not? I'll buy two of them. All right, so we sell one Kingdra. We buy two Kingdras. So that overall, we're buying more than we're selling. See? And that's the trick. That's how you stack a really big stack. You sell one Pokemon card, you buy two Pokemon cards. Do you have any Entei slabs on the table? No Entei slabs. You're not the only one who likes Entei. You know, Coeli also likes Entei. Let's get this straight a little bit. I'm going to keep you guys in mind. We got a Zachary Stekskowski order. Thanks, Zach. Big supporter of the stream. I really appreciate it, man. Let's get this giveaway card going. TCC, right? The TCC code. You're going to be the first one on the TCC giveaway card, though. All right. Pretty sure Kingdra was only US and Germany released too. Oh my God, you just make it sound better and better. What a great card. Jump in there. It's a 1 in 5 odds to pull one. Zach Stex. All right, Zach. The world is your oyster. Let's see what you pull. Ooh, fantastic. Now, what did he want again? He wanted... So you can type in TCC to get in that giveaway. 20 Korean fusion arts. Yes. Fusion arts are fun, man. Cheap and fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got some solo leveling coming. Oh, that reminds me. He asked me for my tax ID. I need to give that to him. Give me a moment. He strikes me as a very busy guy. So give me a minute here. Where would I be hiding that tax ID? Here it is. Wait, let me ask the internet. Oh, that's not what the question. Weird. Did he ask me for this last time? Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me close out some of these emails. Oh, it looks like I have a email from PSA to answer, actually. Let me take a quick look at that. Hopefully not bad news. Let's see what they say. Ooh, here it is. Oh! The Mew. It says, remember the Southern Islands Mew? After careful evaluation, we have confirmed that this is a legitimate PSA graded item. Considering the timeline when the counterfeit was identified and documented, we are confident in reactivating your certification without requiring reholding. Given the value of this card, we believe this is the most appropriate course of action. At this time, your order is on hold. Once we receive confirmation that you have received this email, we will proceed with shipping. Ah! All right. They're reactivating my Mew 10, my Southern Island Mew 10. It's a PSA 10 Southern Island Mew card. Ah! They're saying it was real. It was a legitimate card. Bro. Oh, man. Damn, dude. That's a big deal. So I own one of the rarest cards in the hobby then. A PSA 10 Southern Islands Mew, according to that email. Let me reread it one more time because it's such crazy news. I'm the brand protection customer specialist at PSA. The item listed below was escalated to brand protection for thorough review and resolution. Pokemon Southern Island Mew. After careful evaluation, we have confirmed this is a legitimate PSA graded item. Considering the timeline when the counterfeit was identified and documented, we are confident in reactivating your certification without requiring reholding. So reholding was going to occur if they decided that the item wasn't worthy of a 10. We believe this is the most appropriate course of action. At this time, your order is on hold. Once we receive confirmation you received this email, we will proceed with shipping your item back to you. Damn, bro! Wow! That is some amazingly good luck. You know, when I bought the card, I'd only ever seen the Southern Island Mew for sale for $20,000. I'd only ever seen it for $20,000. And in fact, I'm pretty sure it was $27,000 specifically. So I'd seen it for sale for $27,000. Actually, no, it might have been about $25,000. But I know it wasn't just 20. It was like 25 or 27. And all of a sudden, I run into this guy on Instagram. No, he was on eBay. And he was selling it for like, I can't remember, it was like $7,000. I think he was selling on eBay for like $7,000. And then I contacted him direct on Instagram and I'm like, hey, sell it to me direct. And I want you to sell it to me for like $5,000. I think that's what I paid for it, was like $5,000. And he was like, yeah. And so I was kind of excited at the time. I was like, wow, I'm picking up this hyper rare Mew. You know, the moment it hit the market, I ran out. I like dashed out to ask him for the item, you know, and because I was worried that someone would buy it for $7,000 before I could make him the offer. And then when he accepted the offer, I was kind of surprised. I was like, he just instantly took my first offer. He didn't negotiate back to $6,000. He just took my first offer at $5,000 or whatever it was. And that's it. He just took the offer. And now I've got this hyper rare, hyper iconic Mew, probably one of the best Mews in the entire hobby. Might be the most expensive Mew in the entire hobby, I'm not sure. And he just took it on the first offer at $5,000, and its real value is probably $20,000. Like, even though I was getting it at a low price, I didn't believe that his price of $7,000 was correct at all. When the item arrives, I'm showing it off to my audience, and you guys picked up on the fact that the certification number was deactivated. He was selling a card with the deactivated certification number. So he did not want to send it into PSA to test it out. He wanted to just get rid of it. That's what was going on. And I said, that's why it was for sale. And that's why he accepted the offer. And that's why it was so cheap. It's a scam. I got scammed. I'm out $5,000. I was like devastated. So I contacted PSA and I told them all about what happened. And they said, you have to send us the card. And what I did was I just told them, all right, but I didn't do it because I was so depressed. I felt bad about it. I felt stupid. I felt scammed. And I was comparing it to my other slabs going, dude, this looks exactly like a legitimate card. It looks exactly like a legitimate PSA slab. There's just one thing that wasn't quite right with the card that bothered me. It had a print line in it. And it was hard for me to believe that a Mew with the print line got a 10. But this happens a lot. When you have a card like XY Evolution's Charizard, and he only ever has a print line in him, every here and again, he gets a 10, a very rare 10, but it's a very thin, hard to see print line. So when none of them are grading 10, eventually one of them does get a 10 and it has a faint print line in it. So I'm like, all right, so was this just a mistake that it got a 10? Is that the scam? Is the scam that the card was a 10 and they cracked it open and they put a 9 in there? Like, what exactly happened? Whoa, you've been here for 3 years, Mr. Evade. Rath says 2,800 graded, only 19 are PSA 10. Yeah, that's nuts. If it sounds a lot like I own a 1 of 19 Southern Islands PSA 10 Muse. So anyways, I felt that if I sent the card into them, it was either going to be fake, and they're going to be like, you got scammed, or even if they found out that it was real, they were just going to downgrade it to a 9. I felt they were going to downgrade it. So if they're keeping it as a 10, I am very excited. Buy a second one. Actually, PSA is going to confiscate it. Well, she warned me they could do that. She warned me when we were preparing for this. So I talked to some lady, and it wasn't like a normal PSA conversation. It was like a real person, and they were talking about what needs to happen. And she's like, you know, we will give you like a legal document to hand to the seller that tells them they have to give you your money back, or PSA will sue them, basically. I think that's how she made it sound. Like, she made it sound like PSA is going to hand me a document to hand to them that says you've got to give the money back and help us figure out what happened. So that's kind of what she suggested, is that there would be a hunt over who really faked the card. And that they wanted me to participate in that. They wanted me to find out who the seller was, which was going to be difficult for me to do because I'd have to hunt through my Instagram messages to try and find the darn guy. I get so many hundreds of messages, it's going to be impossible. I mean, I'd have to be searching for hours probably. And if Instagram even keeps messages that long, I don't know how long they keep them. Well, look at that. You pulled one golden trainer card. Yay, it's the Pez dispenser. Fusion Strike, not so lucky this time. I'm sorry, man. Let's grab your bag. Yeah, so I was really disappointed with this because I felt like they were absolutely going to find out that, yes, the card is a fake or it's been messed with, tampered with, and now I'm going to be stuck holding the bag. I'm not going to find this guy, or I am going to find him and he's not going to respond. He's going to totally ignore me, and PSA is going to be like, well, that's as much as we can do. So that's how I felt like it was going to go. And then the other option was, if it was a legit card, but they're going to say, well, for brand protection, we can't let you have that 5, or we can't let you have that 10. We're going to have to downgrade it to a 9 for brand protection because it doesn't look like a good 10. So if they did that to me, that was going to be a huge bummer too. The only thing with that case is they said you should be compensated for the market value difference. So that at least sounded okay, but then it becomes a question, how do they even know what the market value of it today is? Because it never comes up for sale. So how would they know what they owe me? And how would I know that I'm getting a fair deal in that case if I get downgraded because of, let's say, like a misgrade? Well, anyways, they just told me it sounds like it's staying at 10 and I'm getting it back and everything's going to be A-okay. And that guy undersold one of the best Mews in the entire hobby. Again, it might be the most expensive Mew in the entire hobby. I can't think of one more rare than it. But there might be like a trophy card. So it sounds like I'm getting it back, and I'm gonna. It's like this instant boost to my collection. It's like this card I used to show off proudly, and then when you guys discovered that it was deactivated, it was like I got shot through the heart. What a disaster, you know. Looks like a pog tube. It might be a pog tube. Some might have been destroyed in a flood of fire. Probably not. Regrade for Black Label, instant billionaire. Reminds me of a situation I have. I have a very low pop PSA 10, but the card inside is the wrong one. It's even documented by PSA in photos, but marked wrong. Mister, I just wanted to let you know that I think you're the most entertaining PokeTuber in the game. Procod, thanks very much, man. What do you find entertaining, if you don't mind me asking? Is there something I should be doing more of? What do you like? Just the conversations, I bet, because we have a lot of conversation. All right, that was Zachary Stekskowski. The queue is empty. It's the daytime stream for Wednesday. So the news, guys, is that we have this packet in. Journey Together. Journey Together. Okay, Journey Together is in. It's an $8 booster pack. We also have a price for a full booster box. If you buy the full booster box, you keep the promo. There's a promo card. You actually keep that if you're buying the whole box. All right, but if you're just looking after like the Iona alt art or the Lily alt art, it hasn't been pulled yet, and we've got plenty of boxes left. I'd love to pull it and get a clip of it. You know, we should have a thing in our Discord where if you pull the number 1 card in a set, you get the name of the set as like a title in our Discord server. So for Journey Together, I believe it is the Lily's Clefairy. Whoever pulls it gets a title in our Discord server, like a role added to your name. So we're going to do that just for fun, to help people know that you have done a good thing. It is, but you do have to pull the chase pull, the #1 card from that set in order to receive it. By the way, we have a new thing going on in the channel. It's a fun thing where you don't have to spend any additional money. If you got a bag sitting on the table, I want you to be able to participate in the channel a little bit just with your current bag. We have this new thing called the Pokey Pot. Yes, kind of like a jackpot. And the way it works, you donate a card to the Pokey Pot and you get to roll these 3 dice. If they land on 3 sixes, you take all the cards home. You don't have to spend any money, you just have to donate a card. So here it is. That's the Pokey Pot currently. And you're looking at cards that people have already donated. You can see they're not that great, like Deluxe Bomb, Oinkloni, Dondozo, Honchcrow. But what's fun about this system, you don't have to spend any money, and you can still have fun with us live. So if when there's no orders in the queue, like right now, there's no orders in the queue, ask me to pull a card out of your bag and donate it. We always target your valueless cards, like the EXs and the Vs and stuff like that, this trainer card. You can't donate useless hollows. That's one of the rules. Useless hollows are not allowed. If you donate Korean language, or let's say Chinese language cards, you have to donate 3 of them in order to get the same roll, okay? Only competition might be the Koro Mew. Not really. I own that one, and that one was like $4,000. There's no way Southern Island Mew English is going to be $4,000. I mean, I'd buy all of them right now. There's only 19 10s. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm stoked. Stoked as hell. Here we are. So how about it? Does anyone want to try the new Pokey Pot? Let me know if you'd like me to grab a card from your bag and donate it. This is going to slow down the stream, and Mr. is going to pull it. Here it is. The Pokey Pot idea? No, because we'll mostly focus on it when the stream's slow. Deluxe Bomb. Such a troll card for gameplay. Oh, there's 1 6. There's 1 6. There's 3 5s. If it had been 3 5s, you would have won. Donate both up, but you got to get 3 6s. Okay. Oh, big bird just flew by the window. That was so weird. Well, it's actually pretty hard to roll 3 6s, huh? Here's 1 6. Is it too difficult? Would it be more fun if it was 2 dice? What if we had a slightly different rule? Like you have to roll double 6s and you take half the box. And if the 3rd dice rolls 6, you take the entire box. 3 of any number, I think, would be fair. 3 of any number, I think, would be fair. That definitely changes the odds significantly. Happy daytime stream, everyone. We're 23 minutes into the daytime stream. We are. Yes, the Pokey Pot is this new idea. I think it's a really fun idea. You simply donate a card from your bag that you do not want. How about Snake Eyes? How about all 6s or all 1s? I'll do either, okay? All 6s or all 1s. That improves your odds. Do the odds matter to you guys a lot? Here's Journey Together. Topps Finest X-Men. Dragon Ball. These 2 guys. OP11. Oh, I found some cards you guys might be interested in opening. These are not on the menu. I found these. Look at this. All these cards right here, I had to take them out of their sealed boxes, but it's these Marvel Premium Packs. They're $5 a piece. Apparently, I had more of them. So there's a whole bunch here. I don't know if there's a stamped card in there. Maybe there is. $5 a piece. When I'm out, I'm out. They're not on the menu. You just have to send in for Marvel Premium. 1, 2, 3, he takes your order. Yeah, maybe we could have different outcomes for different dice rolls. Andrew Martin, slab away the e-reader Squirtle. I knew somebody wanted this card. I think it might have been you. Andrew A. Martin. This is a great and rare card from Sky Ridge, right? No, it's an Expedition Squirtle. Okay, so it's one of the e-reader cards. That's what matters. Those old e-reader cards are super expensive, super rare. All right, let's see. We're going to go to Slab Away. And we're going to say April 25, Andrew Martin Skritu. It was what, 240? 240 minus 80, which is 160. 160 remains. Great card. There's that Kinder break. Wonder if PSA would have only given you money for the price I sent you on Discord. I don't know. Last time I asked, you said it was off the table. Oh, looks like it was back on the table. Look at this cheap and affordable Skyridge Gengar. I don't know if I really would sell them, but I'm enjoying showing them off. Here's Houndour. Here's Magneton. In my opinion, e-reader cards are undervalued. Yeah, check out this lovely Houndour right there. That one's cool, huh? Clicking on this. We got Peter Fenelty, 2 Journey Together. I have some store credit. Heck yeah, dude. All right, Mr. Peter. Here it is, Peter Fenelty. 2 Journey Together, 16 minus 40, which is, what, 24? All right, 24 remains, Peter. Looks like you could open, what is that, 3 more packs? What's 3 times 8? It's like 24, isn't it? All right, here you go. Ooh, that's the new set, Journey Together. Wow, that Gengar's really 17,000. He's been going up. I think he last finished an auction around 14,000 on eBay. I think it was 14,000. But you know, with taxes, which somebody has to pay, either I pay it or you pay it. Somebody has to pay the taxes on the sale of this. And with taxes, what's 5%? What's 5% of 14,000? I should be able to do this in my head because I'm supposed to be smart. Because 5% is really easy to calculate. Oops. 700. I think it's going to be 700. Yeah, $700. So that brings us up to 14,700. And I guess this is a little substantially over that. But you know, if you look at it for sale online, you can't get it at 14,000. Nobody wants to sell at the old price. You know why? Because it's a really powerful card to hold, especially with its consistent price rise. People want that Skyridge Gengar. They look at it and they go, "That's a grail. You either have it or you don't have it." And so the people are buying it, and no one's giving theirs up because they realize how rare it is to hold. Here's Snorlax. All right. Tossing this over here. Mr. Peter. What is this music? Is this the end of the soundtrack? No, it's like in the middle of the soundtrack. I don't like that. Where's Plants vs. Zombies? We want the whole soundtrack without this thing at the end. Scooby Dooby Doopy Doopy Skippy. Skip this. May never afford a house in today's age, so might as well buy the Gengar. Hey, the Gengar might buy you a house later. Who knows? This is our friend Peter. Oh, my eyes are so itchy. What does the red price tag mean? Red price refers to price to hold, and it means that the price is higher than the cheapest buy it now. So if you would prefer to get one cheaper, go buy it now, okay? Here's Peter Fenelty. Black label sticker refers to mimicking the price of the buy it now. One thing that it doesn't differentiate is whether taxes are included or not. For some of the highest, most desirable cards, I might toss in the cost of a 5% tax into the price of it. But that's still a lot better than a red label. And then if you see a green label means I know it's beneath the price of a buy it now. We actually now have the cheapest card on the table like this right here. That green label suggests this is cheaper than the cheapest buy it now. And so we call this the clearance card. And it's 14, 8 spots are filled, 6 spots remain. That's that break. It's called the clearance break. All right. Beckett verification complete. Cool. So is that the one that Brandon was just asking about? Let me go over here. Send those orders in, guys. Let's have some fun in the daytime stream. If you're new and you're just now watching this and you've never sent an order in on our stream, we're doing a little giveaway for first-time buyers. We don't always do a giveaway for first-time buyers. We're just doing one right now. So if you spend a minimum $20, you get a cute little Ivysaur for free. It's a nice thing. It's probably worth $5 to $20. I think it's probably worth about $20. Might be worth $15. But, you know, if you're going to spend $20 and then get a $15 slab, that's not bad. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is filled in now. So what did we actually send? Yeah, I see some Nikkei cards. It was a big submission, actually. Yep. All right, so we got a Beckett. We got 2 Beckett orders in queue. We got 2 tag gradings in queue. I know we've got a couple PSA submissions in queue. I use my credit for 3 more. Why not? Heck yeah, dude. All right, this is the new Journey Together. This. Hey, it's Mr. Nathan Gordon. Hello, Mr. Nathan. All right. Peter Fenelty. It's a good cloud card. Did you price down the Carney's Umbreon? I know everyone wants that card. I regret selling any of them. They've all basically doubled in price. If I were to price it today, it would probably be a red label because I just don't feel like selling anymore. I think I have 1 or 2 of them left. I'm not sure how many I've left. I used to have 6 of them, and they were a good purchase. They all made me money, but I didn't have to sell them. All I had to do was sit on all of them. And it's crazy. People are always asking me for that card. They're like, hey, sell me one of those Umbreons. And every time I do, I go, why am I doing this? Oh, that was a cold round, Peter. That is 3 cold packs. That sucks, man. All right, Peter. I don't like to see that. I like to see Altarts come out of here. I think you're ready for a new bag. Let's get a new bag. Ouch. AGS Slabs got good review scores for protection. Give them a chance, mister, says Rat. We are. Nah, AGS did me dirty, man. They will not be touched. Peter Fountain. There's a lot of grading companies, and they're all going to fight with each other. To be honest, I almost feel like tag grading just instantly made AGS, what's the word? Not reductive, redundant. Redundant. Why do you need AI grading when tag does AI grading, but their slabs look way better? Here we are. All right, let's go ahead and rotate this. It's 6. Here's Sauron, Dark Lord. Squirtle, cheap and affordable. Pikachu, we can double check the price on the Squirtle. He says $325 down there, so he could use a price check. I had somebody complain that I put Magic the Gathering slabs up here. They said they don't like that. They just like to see Pokemon slabs. How do you guys feel about that? Does it bother you? All right, PSA 10, vending, Squirtle. $420. In fact, I could probably raise the price. This is up to date, $425. That is a hot turtle right there. That would be a 10-spot break if it was a break. 10 spots. It triggers my autism. Whee! Just enjoying a day off, opening a box of Terrastal. I got a Golden Goal and Disclosure Master Ball. PSA will start to fall off a little, I think. Well, I think that PSA already gets a lot of competition that if they just didn't have all this competition, they would have made more money by now. So they probably think about that. Maybe that's why they tightened up their grading standard. But ironically, I think that hurts PSA. If PSA announces they're backing off from that, I think they will actually get more business. I'm sorry, I was there when the Squirtle went up due to me. I remember it triggered me to do a check on eBay, and I found that the cheapest one on eBay was $420. Getting my Magmar versus Charizard, PSA 10. I think I had a Magmar on the table today. Didn't I have a Magmar? Is there a Magmar somewhere? I swear I ran into a Magmar. Oh, nope, apparently not. The Poke Shuffle. You guys want to see some of the chase cards in the Poke Shuffle? So here's the Poke Shuffle, full of slabs, by the way. But check this out. We got a couple chase slabs. We got this Radiant Charizard. Nice. You can pull this for $5 out of the Poke Shuffle. We've got... This guy's not bad. We got a nice little Froakie. He's cute. This is the other chase card. We've got Geodude. He's really good. This is actually really solid. I don't know how you guys feel about this card, but I believe this is a great card. So this guy right here, this Haunter, he went in for $50, and that's a no rarity Haunter. I feel like other people don't appreciate no rarity cards. I appreciate them. All right, we've got a nice Gardevoir. Look at this Gardevoir. Gardevoir's in there. Pidgeotto's in there. That's nice. This guy's in, huh? We got this Dusclops 10 with my signature on it. Now, that's just the cheapest buy it now for a 10 Dusclops. The signature is for free. But it's a nice little bonus thing, and you can remember me by it. And you can be like, remember TCC before he died? Here's Parasect. Look at that Parasect. Because I'll die, and then my signature will have some, maybe a little bit more relevance. I don't know. But that might not be, hopefully not for a while. So here we are. We got some nice slabs here. I like these vending series slabs that went in. They just haven't been pulled. They avoid being pulled for a while. Careful with the slabs from Tag. Yeah, we have to handle them with baby gloves. Can't get too rough with those. They might crack instantly. This guy could go in. Look, he could go in for 25. He's an XY era card. XY High Dragon. Did you guys notice the XY cards are all going for tons of money? Our new break is Fates Collide. Nobody's in yet. I'm sure it's the price is 48. It's pretty high. But Fates Collide, look at the slabs from that set. They're all like $1,000 or $2,000, and you got like full art Umbreon, full art Glaceon, Umbreon EX, Glaceon EX, Alakazam, Mega Alakazam full art. You've got the golden Alakazam. You got Hallelujah and Lugia Break and a lot more too. It's just a really good set. Fates Collide, the fact that the price has gotten so out of control can only mean one thing. People really like this set. And we're running out of it. And it only gets worse from here. You guys know how Pokemon works. That pack price will go to 100. It will. Maybe not today. Maybe not at the end of the year. But eventually, that XY Fates Collide pack will cost you $100 to break. Oh, wait, it goes over here. So enjoy it while it's at 48. If you want to, there's a lot of things to do in the channel. We've got Glory of Team Rocket Box Battle. I think people are just kind of waiting for this to actually come out. But sometimes people jump into these box battles. Here's the Fossil Sublist. Here's the Mega Sublist. Mega Sublist is pretty close, actually. We still have this. Where do I move these? Here we are. We still have this Astral Radiance box battle 1 in 9. So that one's ready to go. Okay. So look what I found. I found this old deck of cards. You guys remember this? We used to use these to play Pokemon battles, where each person was given a card like 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. And so we'd have these Pokemon battles, and I do miss those. And I'd love to run them again, but I have to know how we should run them. Like, should it be for a half booster box? Should it be for... Because that's how people liked in the past. They like to do a box battle with these cards. Then again, if you're going to do that, why not just have a true box battle where you open up the packs and the high card wins? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how to implement this again, but people really enjoyed this. This was fun. Here we are. I missed this. We have the new Pokepop mechanic. I think the Pokepop mechanic's very fun. Here we are. Let's see if we have any new orders in the queue now. We looked. We got the Beckett orders updated. That's nice. Let's say refresh. Oops. Put that back over there. Let's say refresh over here. Bring the Poke Battles back for slabs or sealed products. What is it? Pokepop. You mean the Pokepot? Here we go. We got Andy Dirksen. Would it be possible to add all the Magic Lord of the Rings slabs to my slab away as a different Lord of the Rings card? You want all of them? I'm tempted to say yes, Andy, because to tell you the truth, I don't know how fast these are going to sell. And so if you're a Magic guy, because I don't know how many Magic guys we got. If you're a Magic guy and you want all the Magic slabs, I might be tempted to give them to you. Just to get them off the table, you know, just to get them out of the box. Because they take up physical space. And I was just telling you about how one guy said he didn't like to look at them. Which I thought was mean. I don't think it's going to discourage me from grading new Magic cards in the future. But it shows the challenge how, you know, you can't be everything at once. It's hard to be everything at once. You like this right here, 20, 45, 140. This one's good. This one's actually graded 10. So you like these right here, Andy Dirksen? Let me take a look at your slab away. So you have the Lord of the Rings Hobbits. Oh, yeah, the boys. I like Lord of the Rings. What is the Pokepot? It's a new mechanic in the stream where you can kind of play a fun thing that doesn't require you to spend any money. You just donate a card from your bag. Grade Aether Drift. Magic guys love Aether Drift. Is that true, Wrath? All right, Andy Dirksen, I'm going to allow it, okay? Whoa, wait a second. I want to look at the Magic Lord of the Rings. Take a quick look, because if you don't buy this right now, I'm handing it off to Andy, okay? I'm going to go look up... Technically, you guys are supposed to buy it, because Andy already has a slab away. All right, we're back. I slammed the table down so hard with this box that it shook the wire and there was a disconnect. I don't like how fragile this setup is. It's so fragile. Elizabeth is here. Hey, Elizabeth, how's it going? She wants to know about the pack breaks. We got 2 fantastic pack breaks. So, we have Jungle and we have Rocket. So, here's the Jungle break with, I think, 2 people in it. Travis Nova took 2 spots. So, this has 8 remaining. And then the Vintage Rocket, I think it might have 1 to 2 people in it. Oh, Travis is in here too. It's you and Travis. All right, so it's the same breaks, and they are not close. It's been kind of a slow week, I want to say, Elizabeth. I have a suspicion the slow week might have something to do with Journey Together launching and Glory of Team Rocket around the corner. Or maybe everyone's just blown their load the last month or so, and they are squeezed tight. I didn't know he was about to buy it. Lol. Okay, you're giving it to him? He can have it. All right, so here they are. So it comes out to 20 plus 45 plus 40, 140. So that's $205. All right. Andy Dirksen, I'm adding it to your slab away. Add 3 slabs for 205. This becomes 180 plus 205. 385 remains. Your slab away now has $385 left to it. Do you have Delta Species, Dragonite, Trico, or Ludicolo? And can I slab it away? I know. Hey, mister, you got any of the good ones? I'm not looking for the bad ones, just the good ones. Yeah, so you might have seen that Dragonite in our All Slabs for Sale video that I posted just the other day. And I think he got flashed during that stream during that video at one point. And I thought to myself, that's the only one people are going to ask for. It is Andy Dirksen. All right, very nice. Trump signed an executive order on scouting and reselling tickets next Pokemon cards. Yeah, I almost shared that in our Discord server. I watched the same thing. He signed an executive order making it illegal to scalp tickets. All Trump needs to do now is apply the same rule that you cannot use bots to purchase booster boxes of Pokemon cards. Bots are ridiculous. Like, if you stand in line and scalp, all right, I accept it because you're standing in line. You're actually doing a kind of sacrifice in order to get this box. And even then, it's kind of annoying. But if you're just sitting back and using bots, that's ridiculous, dude. It's so wrong. It's kind of like anti-consumerism. It's not good. It's not good for the middleman companies like Walmart. It's not good for the producer of the good, which would be Pokemon. It should just be illegal. And if people can detect it, if the government can track it, they should just charge the people using bots. I don't hate the people using bots. I just think that it's like cheating or something, you know, like play the game, you know what I mean? Like compete for the boxes for real. Don't use bots. It's ridiculous. If you find more, I'll take them too, says Andy. All right, Mr. Andy, I gotcha. So I'll go ahead and put these in a bag, and it looks like we've gotten rid of some of our Lord of the Rings cards. Meryl Streep is rumored to have been offered the role of Aslan in Greta Gerwig's Narnia film. God, Meryl Streep is so annoying, dude. Meryl Streep is so political. She's so, like, part of the Message kind of group of people. And I don't know why she would be offered this role. It's a Christian storybook, obviously. It's heavily influenced by Christian symbolism and ideas. And she is like the near total opposite of that. They're making another Narnia. It's so ridiculous, dude. In Narnia, the bad guy was often a woman. Like Adam and Eve kind of stuff, right? Right? Like the earliest Narnia books, I don't remember the name of the earlier Narnia books, but the earlier books kind of depict a chaotic, power-hungry woman. And the good guy was often something like Aslan. And so the bad guy was this power-hungry woman that just was angry and bitter. And now they're going to give Meryl Streep Aslan, which it's like ironic and stupid at the same time. God, dude. All right. It's ironic that the artist believed that a power-hungry woman was a real problem. And so now Hollywood's making this thing and saying, let's give the lead male role to a woman. God, dude. So dumb. All right, what's next? Elizabeth, 2 spots in the Japanese pack breaks. Hell yeah, dude. I think it's very tone deaf. We are. The whole lion thing is very symbolic, like male lions, right? They got like their manes and all that is a masculine energy. God, why is Hollywood so crazy about this stuff? Hollywood, where the job of the actors is to pretend to be someone else. That's their skill. They spend all their money on plastic surgery and they go to ditty parties. But they're going to pontificate about the way the world should be. They're theater kids. Here it is. Here we are. All right. They're like the least grounded people. They're the most detached people in society. They're paid millions of dollars and worshipped by people because they look hot. They spend all their money on plastic surgery. They live in a bubble together. And they go to stuff like ditty parties. And they clap each other on the butt. They're like, yay, we're the best. And then they're like in this position with all this influence. And they just give out the worst advice, dude. All right, here it is. Greta Gerwig, the lady behind the Disney Snow White. Oh. Wait. She was the lady behind Disney Snow White? I thought Greta Gerwig was behind something else. No, Greta Gerwig was behind something else. Wasn't she behind like a Star Wars or something? Hold on, let me look. I thought she was behind The Force is Female or whatever. Meryl Streep is in talks to join Greta Gerwig's Narnia in central role. There it is. God, dude. Oh, you're right. Yeah, she was involved in Snow White. God, dude. It's ridiculous, man. All right. All right. We can't get too distracted. Now we've got an order from... Click. Here's Aiden Scalaro, 2 prismatic evolutions. You got it. Mr. $50 for the hunter or can't be bought outright. He's already in the Pokey Shuffle. Here's the thing about the Pokey Shuffle. I would feel bad if people could just like take the good ones out of the Pokey Shuffle. That's really meant for the people who spend money on the Pokey Shuffle. So we got to have real good cards for the Pokey Shuffle. It's got to be the other way around. They got to have some good ones in there. It's not fair for them if they got just the leftovers. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, Aiden. Mr. Aiden. It's going to flop like Snow White. Here we are. Greta also did Barbie. Barbie was a big commercial success, but I've heard a lot of criticisms about it. Here we are. I never watched it. I felt like it was the typical, the typical slop where it's like men are bad, girls are good. It's like everything that ever gets made now. It's like the only thing you hear. It's like this constant religious chant. Men bad, girls good. Men bad, good, girls good. It's like, oh man, this is going to eventually end poorly. Look at this. Dreepy, bro. Do you have Charmander Poker card in a red deck? I think I've been seeing you sell a blue deck. I could get one graded. I think I do have a red deck Charmander, but I think he's a 9. There goes. All right. Mr. Aiden, do you have a bag? I feel like you're newish. You sound new. Let me grab your bag over here. Anyway, you would sell some vintage packs. I'm open-minded. It's just a matter of pricing them. It's a pain in the butt to price them. The problem with pricing them is their prices change really rapidly. It is. So I don't price them very often. I usually just price them for the breaks. Speaking of which, this break over here, I think Aiden's brand new. This, very nice. All right, so speaking of which, there's 6 spots left in this now. Nice. All right. Aslan being voiced by a lady? Come on, dude. It's such a, like, religious ideological movement. It's not about storytelling. It's about convincing you of things. It's about influence. It's about these people don't believe what I want them to believe, so I have to change their minds now. That's just propaganda. That's not good storytelling. It's propaganda. There we go. Would you be open-minded if I wanted a few? Says Nothing But Shorts. I am open-minded, but I feel like if I bothered to price them up for you, you would be like, eh. Because if you were trying to buy me out of my, let's say, my vintage packs, the problem is they would end up being priced in a way that would instantly make you not want to buy them out. So the vintage packs are a real hold. They're not, they're something I'm only building. I'm not really getting rid of those. Those are building up and up and up. Ash Ketchum was voiced by a lady. That's true, and it worked. But they do that with a lot of stuff, like Bart Simpson's was voiced by a lady. But I feel like this is a very symbolic move. Because, again, the Ice Queen was the bad guy in the Chronicles of Narnia. But all of that guy's books basically had a very similar bad guy that was like the Ice Queen. It was this sort of power-hungry, bitter, angry woman in most of the stories, especially those really notable stories. And so it's a very ironic. That's what I would say Meryl Streep essentially is. She's this woman on a political crusade. She's that type. She's part of that group, you know what I mean? She's not just there to act. She's there to convince you of something. And for her to take over the role of Aslan, who's supposed to be almost like the voice of God or something like that, it's just so cringy, dude. I can't take that. No way, dude. So bad, dude. Who knows? Voice acting is different than actual females taking over the male roles. I don't see it that way. I think that her decision to try and do Meryl Streep is very obvious why. You're telling me they can't get like a strong, deep-voiced male in that role? They don't want it. Here's Dodrio. Here's... If you have Charmander, Red Deck, and a 9, I'd be interested. Bonus if you have a Charmeleon. Let me double check. Because I feel like we definitely do. What the hell? Right here. Did you get a chance to go through the stuff? Hey, Aovic. So we're going to get that ready for the nighttime stream, okay, Mr. Aovic? That'll be a nighttime stream thing. I don't think we'll have the time in the daytime stream to do that. So there it is. God is female, says Mike Side. I knew it. It is, ooh, lovely. Nighttime for you. It's nighttime. We'll get that done in the nighttime. All right. So we're just chilling out together. Did you guys catch this again? Some of you guys have just joined the stream. We've got these Marvel packs here. These are $5 a piece. Premium Marvel packs from Weiss Schwarz. I discovered a whole bunch of boxes of these and just kind of brought them over and put them into a baggie together. We also have these Garbage Pail Chrome cards. Okay, so we're trying to sell those. And also, we've got these Illustration Contest winner packs for $22, if you like any of those. And finally, we've got these Naruto cards. Look at that. He looks like Naruto. This is printed by Bandai, and it's vintage product. It's actually vintage Naruto. Pretty interesting. Much better than in my opinion, the Chinese KU cards. Those KU cards have been popular because they're like cheap and all, but it's Chinese language. Those Naruto ones are vintage English. Very different. Referring to God as female is considered a deviation from Islamic belief and is considered haram. What? Hey, Mr. Glad to be watching the stream again. What's up, Pokey Sly? How's it going, man? We're having a Wednesday daytime stream. There's no orders in the queue. If you guys want to open anything at all, let me know. And my job is to keep showing you guys stuff, I believe. So let's see what's going on. How about down here? I thought Alanis Morissette was the face of God. What? Oh, yeah. Look at this, man. This beautiful Slowbro. So this is a Tag 10 Slowbro. Look at that. Get this dust off. I'm looking harder than Lowry. All right. So check that out. Very beautiful. Wow. Shockingly beautiful card. Wow. And that is a $60 card. Let's go ahead and get a sleeve for it. It's that Shinji. Shinji. This is a Shinji card. That's correct. So we priced this at $60, I believe. I think that's a pretty fair card for what you're getting. Slow, bro. I know. Who's getting 6 this Slowbro? There it is. 6, you want to hear something crazy? Louis messaged me and asked me to let him back into the stream. 6 says a round of shipping. Let's get these cards, 6. All right. Got my cell phone here. Let's move that out of the way. Jeff, 6. Here we are. What's your favorite seasoning to cook with? I like some salt and pepper, but not too much. It makes the food spicy. Just a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. And that's about all I can handle as a white person. Oh, he's banned. I thought he moved on. No, he says something kind of mean in one of the streams, and he got a ban slapped on him at that point. But maybe he was just misunderstood. Here's Kendo. So Kendo's got a bag over here, but you got a box, Kendo. Let's get this into the Kendo box. Call me crazy, but do you have a Charmeleon in a 9? I probably do not. I know. It's kind of annoying. They don't match, do they? Joy Maycumber. Kayla Vabara. Kayla Vabara. Kayla Vabara. Andon Berard. Andon. That guy kind of popped in and just went super deep one day, didn't he? I like Andon Berard. Little Jeff Leon over here. Let's move this Jeff over here. Kayla Vabara. Here we go. This is 6 bag. Here it is, 6. We found another bag for you. Good. We're almost done checking all the bags. Jonathan Morris. Be careful with that, huh? Andy Dirksen. All right, there we go. Louis New abs improved. Can I see the centering on some of your Lugia or Ho-Oh Poker Deck PSA 10s? Yeah, I don't mind showing off the centering, but I don't know where those are at. I don't know if they're right here ready for sale. Here we are. They might be in the box or something. They might be buried really badly. Will these all fit together? That'd be really nice if they all fit together. Oh, look at that, 6. How perfect is that? That's too good. All right, Miss 6. Okay, how heavy is this? A couple pounds, maybe? I used to, for real, think Team Rocket Grunt was Karis's bruh. Can I see the centering? Louis coming back to play. No free speech around here. A little bit. All right, let's see. Oh, God, dude, this software is so lame. Let's go ahead and print. I think what Louis should do is buy the Slowbro. There we go. All right. Mr. is like Elon with X. Here's Elon with X. All right. Oh, you're saying because Elon actually does ban people. We are free speech absolutists. He bans a bunch of people. Okay. Miss Teresa, 2 Marvel Premium, 2 Pokey Shuffles. Are you guys ready for these? Check these bad boys out. All right. So I know these will sell through because every time we had these on the menu, they pretty much sold out. The Weiss Marvels. In fact, we thought these were sold out. I just ran into them. Buy the Slowbro for a pardon. Do you know how much I'd have to pay for shipping with the insurance we talked about? I do not remember our conversation about shipping at all. It is 1, 2. Palmy and Great Ball. Oh, right. You were the guy who said you wanted to ship without USPS. And you're now wondering what would the cost of insurance be. I don't think it's very expensive. What I can do is plug in how much insurance onto the box and then just tell you what that's going to cost. Okay, does that sound good? But I don't think it's very expensive. Okay, those are cold. Teresa, how are you to Teresa? Hey, mister, has there been an issue with my 2 bulk boxes? Oh, yes. I talked about this at the beginning of the stream. We are behind schedule on the bulk boxes because the demand was too high. So I actually have to generate enough bulk. The demand for bulk boxes was really high. All of a sudden, there was like 10 boxes to ship. And yours are coming up, but it's just taking a while, okay? But we generate bulk every day. Look at this, Thanos. I apologize. You're in line for them. They're just taking a while. Okay. I'll gladly pay you Wednesday for a pack today. Ant-Man. And look at that, Ragnarok. So that's how these look. They're really super cool. And you're looking for a stamped card. These are the premium cards. They have nice golden letters there. That's gold embossing on the letters. You don't get many cards per pack, but that's because it's a premium pack. All right, Miss Teresa. Here we are. I feel like this South Park card is going to do really well when South Park releases new content. Now, I want to explain the Pokepot to everybody. This is a new thing in the live stream, the store, where you can take a card that you don't want, donate it to this box, and then roll this dice to try to take all the cards in the box. So you roll and try to land 3 6s. Although, I feel like 3 6s is really difficult. What do you guys think about the odds on the 3 6s? Is it too high? Yes, sir. Thank you. I paid like $27 to ship with $1,500 insurance coverage. Would you buy that PSA 10 Kenny card? I don't know if you saw it. Pop 3. Oh, you got some cards that you're trying to do the reverse loan on or whatever, the slab away loan. So you're trying to do a slab away loan and you're saying, hey, maybe you'll just buy the card. Yes, I have to take a look at that. It's possible I might be interested in buying some cards. Is it a Pop PSA 10? Oh, it is a PSA 10. Very cool. It is. I'd highly recommend buying collectibles insurance. Yes, here we are. Very nice. Many deaths electrocuted. Oh, very cool, man. She had some shuffles, right? She had 2, and we serviced them. But if you'd like to try the Pokepot, try donating a junk card from your bag today. Would you find out when you go to make my label? Yes, and I'll let you know, and then you can just send me that money, okay? It won't be too complicated. All right. Oops. We're hitting refresh. 3 6s is less than 1 in 200 chances. Ooh, yes. Yes, okay, so this is perfect. We can actually ask ChatGPT to tell us what to allow on the rolls. I want the odds for a roll of 1 in 100 using 3 dice. What combinations should be allowed? Oh my God. It's doing all this math, but it's not very useful. No, it's not. It's 1 in 216, says Aovic. What would you guys... So to get you guys... Let me ask you guys a question. To get you guys interested in the Pokepot, which I think is a very funny mechanic in the game, or in the... not the game, in the store, what would be the odds that would be most enticing for you to participate in the pot? And what if the odds got harder the bigger the pot got? Numbers in a row, 4, 5, 6. He read my comment and said his name. This is just a bit of fun that we're trying to sort out. Maybe 3 6s is too rare. I'm going to have a shot at that before Nightbot. 6 chances. I think you should pick a number, and whoever rolls that number wins the pot. No, I don't like that one. Any 3 the same, says Andy Dirksen. All right, so we're changing the rule. Any 3 the same. That's what they're saying. So that's 4, 2, 5. I like 6, 6, 6. He's right, though. It's extremely rare. Here's a 3, 2, 3. That almost was it. All right, so we're changing the rules. This is an experiment, so we're just kind of coming up with it as we go. And it's just junk cards. You don't got to donate anything meaningful to the pot. It can just be like, hey, I take one of my junk cards and put it in the pot. Make it even, 2, 4, 6. You have a higher chance for 3 6s than getting chosen by Nightbot. Let's look this up. Can I donate a box to it? No, just one card at a time for fun, okay? What are the odds of rolling 3 6s with 3 dice? Oh my God, it's doing... Look at this. It says that the odds of rolling a 666 is 1 in a million. That doesn't seem right. Oh, no. Wait a second. These are 6-sided dice. Ah, there it is. 216. Or an odds of about 0.463. Okay, now what if you're allowed to roll 3 of a kind of any number with these dice? Okay, it seems to understand. So your odds are 1 in 36. That's actually much better. 1 in 36. Maybe 3 6s gets the whole pot, but any of the 3 of a kind gets half the pot. That's what I was saying. So my original idea when we were talking about changing the odds, I said maybe if you roll any 3 of a kind, you get half the box. But if you roll 666, you get the entire box. I have a Hot Wind Hollow that can go in the box, says Lord Chain. What's the name on the bag, Lord Chain? Ted Kennedy autograph. It's authenticated. Who's Ted Kennedy? You mean like from the Kennedy family? David Smith. Let's take a quick look. We don't have anything to do because there's no orders in the stream right now anyways. We're having a slow daytime stream. We've been having a slow week. So you're talking about this Typhlosion, is that right? This 666 is haram. Oh my God. That's true. I haven't gotten Yahtzee on the first throw, but I'm pretty sure the Norse gods won't let me get 5 of the same in a row. He says, awesome. What if they roll 3 of a kind, but they have to call it the number 2? Nah, that's too difficult. That just goes back to the odds of like a half percentage. Man, you know what sounds good right now? A donut sounds so good right now. I'm so hungry, dude. I got to eat dinner. I got to have some kind of dinner. What should I eat for dinner tonight? All right, here goes. So you just have to roll 3 of a kind of any numbers. And if you do, you get half the box. If you roll all 6s, you get the whole box. Here goes. He landed a 1, a 3, and a 4. So there you go. So now your card is part of the box. So there it is. Ta-da! I'll accept a hollow in this case because that's actually a pretty decent hollow, I'd say. So there it is. The Pokepot gets a little more full. Ate a healthy donut for dinner. What happened to the calorie deficit? You could eat donuts and have a calorie deficit? There you go. The trick is to eat 1 donut for the calorie deficit, and the second donut cancels the first donut. Here's Munchlax, just had pork chops. Here's Wick. Here's Golduck. And here's... Yesterday, you know what I ate yesterday? Beans, macaroni, and turkey. I've been studying macaronis. You can get like macaronis that are like really high protein, and the calorie to like gram ratio is not that bad. Do you still put calories in a notebook? I never did that. I had an app. Here we are. Let's see. I just ate air. Teresa McKinney, 2 Marvel Premium, 2 Poke Shuffles. I feel like I already did that one. I was on 15 for a half year. It was hell, but so effective. All right, here it is. David Capistrand for Journey Together. Ready? I have a gold art box squirrel too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could take that and put it in the Pokepot, but here's the problem with that. That's kind of a hit. Your golden card's a hit. You don't have to donate a good card. You're allowed to donate a junk card. So what you could have me do is pick out maybe like one of the stinky hollows from one of those packs and try again. Your odds are roughly 1 in 36 according to ChatGPT to roll for half the box. But yeah, you could give up a chase card if you want. That would make the Pokepot really hot for others. But it doesn't make any sense for you to do that because the Pokepot's all about giving up junky cards. Cards you don't want. You probably want to keep a golden card. Here's Whale Lord. Ooh, look at that Whale Lord. Bet you're super gassy. Who you talking to? You talking to Alex? Go for it then with a stinker. Okay, we're going to put a stinker in the box. There it is, one Whale Lord. David Capistran, not a bad round if the Whale Lord grades 10. He looks decently centered, Mr. David. Hey, if you guys are just joining the stream, I got some crazy good news. My Southern Islands PSA 10 Mew that was with PSA for re-authentication because they thought maybe it was fake turned out to be real. They just sent me an email and apparently has been found to be authentic. How crazy is that? So you said you want to try again, but you want to put in a not so great card from over here. You know, here's an example. This card here could go in the Electivire. But let's see one of these. There's Ash, Rattata. But Rattata's perfect. Rattata's like this Pokemon that's definitely kind of a junky card. Pasta made from lentils. Oh, that's clever too. We are. Yeah, beans are so important if you want to eat like a healthy diet. Beans, vegetables, a nice chunk of meat. You eat like some mustard or something like that. But yeah, I mean, we haven't been eating super thin ourselves lately. We've been going out to eat and stuff like that. You got to eat like chicken wings or something like that. So I gotta say, I haven't been super thin eating lately. I don't know. I guess it just sort of creeps up on you, the desire to just sort of relax and eat how your body wants to eat. You ready? Here goes. So this is for David. I'm not with the rats. That's perfect. All right, landing on 2, 6, and 1. All right, and that's it. The Pokepot gets a little warmer. So each time somebody enters that, the box is a little more full. Okay, next up we have Elizabeth, the 10 packs of Journey Together. Is the Mew still a 10? Yeah, that's the best part. So it seems like they're keeping the Mew as a 10 as well. They're saying due to what it is, we think that your card should not be re-encapsulated. And so I think what they're saying is the card does not get regraded. I think they're keeping it as a 10. All right, let me go grab a new booster box. I'll be right back. All right. Mister, take something from my bag. I want to try. You got it. So, but first, let me do this. All right. Okay. What did I do with the other box? Oh, here it is. Who's more popular, Pikachu or Gengar? I'd say Pikachu, but the cool people like Gengar. All right, so we got your 10 packs. And 6 says she'd like to try the Pokepot. So 6, I'm going to try and grab a card you probably don't want out of your bag. See this Sparkling Crystal Trainer? That's an example of a card you don't want. Okay, most people don't care about these trainer cards. You can totally donate that to the Pokepot. Can you show the slab breaks? I'd be happy to show the slab breaks, yes. Let me try this out for 6 real fast. So your card is in there too now, 6. If you get triple matching numbers, you get half the box. How should that work, from the top or from the bottom? Probably from the bottom first. You know why I say that? Because, or maybe we shuffle it? Yeah, how do we decide which half you get? I think it should be from the back. You know why? Because if it's always from the top, the ones from the back will never get snatched. So I feel like you go from the bottom, and so this constantly rotates everything. So you get half from the bottom. Here goes. landing on 5, 1, and 3. So now your little trainer card joins the pot. And you didn't have to spend any money. And all you were really doing is giving up a card you didn't like anyways. So the pot looks kind of like this now. And as it grows, it gets a little more exciting. One of my concepts is that as the pot grows, maybe the standard for the odds should be tougher. But I don't know. Because I feel like early on, it really, well, let's say later on, it really benefits people later on to have low, easy odds. No love for Zapdos? All right, so Elizabeth, who's got this order right here, she wants to see the slab breaks. Are you ready, Elizabeth? We have this beautiful Kingdra. It's a 1 in 5 with the star card, notably. Okay. There's the Lugia Alt. The Lightning Houndoom. I gotta get this music off, man. We have a new drill card, by the way. Here's the new drill card. You can donate any amount to the drill card to get it drilled. So if you send $1, you're saying, let's get rid of this card. And here's Final Fantasy Cloud. So there's the clearance card over there. Clearance card has made a lot of progress. All right, let me rewind this. Choose a vintage card from my bag. Oop, hold on. Let me... Okay, I see. That guy was asking for my tax ID number, and I was like, do you really need it? I just got an answer from him. He's like, no, not really. I was like, well, then why ask? It's like handing out your social security number. Snipping this. Use ETB dividers to separate. You can put my Leafeon in a spot. There it is. All right, let's snip this. All right. Imagine someone taking the whole Poképot and it's like some massive box. But again, I feel like there has to be some sort of system that makes sense when the Poképot gets really crazy. All right, here we are. There it is, Miss Elizabeth. Here's a Dun Sparse. Lovely. Noivern. Ludicolo. Ho ho. Tropius Lilligant Bellybolt. Ho ho. All right. Here's Magmortar. And Reshiram. Magmortar. Redeemable ticket. Ah, look at that Whale Lord, man. That card looks so sweet. That card's going to be expensive over time. I can feel it. That's a good-looking card. And Reshiram. So let's say Elizabeth wanted to play a round of the Poképot. She would donate something like Dun Sparse. I think he's probably the least valuable. She said, I don't want my Dun Sparse. Donate him to the Poképot. And she would try to do this because, hey, maybe she grabs all the cards out of the Poképot. There's a small chance of that. For the Pokébox, you could have various winning rolls. 3 of a kind, straights. The roller can pick one, and if they win, they get the whole box, or 2 and get half the box. Donate the Dunsparce, LMAO. All right, so check this out. So she placed an order, and she doesn't really care about the Dunsparce. She doesn't want to go through the trouble of selling it on eBay. It's just going to go in some, bag in the corner of the room in her home. But she's going to donate it to the Poképot. Okay, so he's in there. And now you're going to try to roll for 3 of a kind. You ready? You got 5, 4, and 2. So in this case, the Dun Sparse goes into the Poképot. Now the pot looks kind of like this. It's a little Rattata, which I'm scared I'm going to injure. It's kind of a nice little thick chunk of cards. Pretty rapidly, actually. It didn't even take that long. So imagine this whole box gets filled out to some huge amount because nobody has gotten lucky. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? All right, so let's go grab your bag. You're going to be... I'm trying to remember what we did with you last. Miss Elizabeth. We didn't give you your own box, did we? Or did we ship you? I'm trying to remember now. I feel like you might have been shipped. Did you like these, by the way? These are pretty cool. Now, here's another thing. You can actually trade in cards. Here it is. You got a bag right here. Nice. You can actually trade in cards like, let's say you open up, I don't know, like Topps Star Wars, and you saw a Topps card that you didn't want. You can actually use that too. So it doesn't have to strictly be Pokemon. It can just be stuff you don't want. You don't think Pokepot's a waste of time? Normally hate digging random cards out of bags. It doesn't make you any money, LMAO. So that will be, we'll figure that part out. The time cost of the Pokepot could get pretty annoying, particularly when the pot is full and people are like, wait, let me have a shot at it before someone else gets it first. So I don't know how we will hand out like who gets to go next in the Pokepot. That part's like, it's easy now without there being a huge line. I don't know how we'll do that yet. But as for making me money, the Pokepot's not really there to make me any money. It's quite literally just there for you guys to have fun with cards that you already have in your bags. So those are your cards now because you open it here on this channel. But it's just a way to be having some interaction with the channel, especially if you don't have any money to do anything tonight. Like let's say, you know, you spent all your money on Friday, you got this fat bag of cards. It's full of junk you don't care about anyways, and you just want to have a little fun and just get rid of it. Because, you know, people abandon their bags, they donate their bags, or like you have me ship it, and then much of your cards just kind of sit in a pile, I'm guessing, because that's what my cards do. I don't do you know, like I got plenty of cards that are worth like $1. I don't do anything with those. So the Pokepot's just a way for you guys to have fun without having to spend any more money, and that's it. Petty messages only, make a line. Yeah, maybe. Petty message to trade unless you are opening. I love Pokemons. Pokepot is fun. It has been slow. Is the Blaine's Arcanine still available? I believe he is. That's a very good card, by the way. Let's see. That's a very good card. I just don't know where he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure no one bought him. You can try for him. Break loss streak is crazy right now. Okay, so let's see. So now we got Elizabeth. Another 10 packs. A journey together. Heck yeah. One thing I don't want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One thing I don't want to do is if there's like a big line or if there's like a line of people, I don't want to stop taking care of them first. So that's true. The people who are in line, they get to go first. All right, you ready? Just because they're the ones keeping us entertained. They're the ones paying my paycheck at the end of the week. So they always go first. They're going to get priority. But, you know, the last couple of days, we've had some streams where the stream kind of slows down at some point. And it's like, I could totally just open up. I could totally just do like the Pokepot for people. And I was always talking about how we need some fun games to play when the stream is slow. And so to play a fun game, I feel like it needs to be something that doesn't cost anything. Like just something you can play with that doesn't cost you any money. So it's especially useful for when there's nothing left to do in the stream is to just go into the Pokepot and have a little fun. We are for it. Okay. Here's a Ruffian. Look at this Ruffian. You got the Ruffian. He's looking like a straight-up ruffian, if you ask me. Here's Mimikyu. You're not mixing with the wrong sorts, are you, Elizabeth? Your father's going to be very disappointed. Here's Regirock. Here's Metagross, Butt-Free, a rat. Here's Carablast, Veluza. Ooh, lovely. All right, and here's Milcery, Noivern. And we've got Matang, Snorlax, and Lotad, Kilowattrel. So you did pull an AR and you did pull a hit card, but it's Ruffian. God damn it. Those freaking Ruffians, bro. Oh, I'm getting some Alexis messages. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. All right. We get a nice fat bag right away. So all these lovely hollows. So many hollows, man. All right. Alexa stream confirmed. That's why it's perfect to get to do the pot when you're opening or send a small message. Yeah, well, if you're opening cards and you want to do it then, I would definitely be happy to do it for you then. Here's Todd Peters' Journey Together 1 pack. It is. But what I probably could not do, I couldn't run it for you if there's people in line. I don't want to cut in front of them while they're in line. Here we are. Todd. All right, Mr. Todd. Just a round of hollows this time, Todd. All right. I pulled Misty Psyduck from Hot Wind Arena the other day. Nice, dude. Pretty good. Okay. Gligar from Sky Ridge. Alakazam from Pokemon Stadium. Here's Mew. Here's Red. And here's Gara. A nice $150 card. Okay, we have Eric Rodriguez. $50 slab away and $1 to the drill card. Heck yeah. Now he says donate a hollow to the Pokepot. So you can't donate hollows. That's one of the rules, is you can't donate hollows. This becomes 54. All right, he's on his way. Man, I can't wait to drill this card. He's got too happy of a face. Look at that. He's a big smile. So that's down to 54 now. All right, so 50 to slab away. Let's get this, Mr. Eric. I could donate something better than a hollow, but I can't donate a hollow. And I won't accept your best cards either. So if you try to donate a hit, I won't accept that. It's just got to be like a junky non-hollow card. Or a card that's better than a hollow, I should say. Non-hollow kind of infers that it's maybe like a really bulky card. So this goes down by 50. I think that means you have 175 remaining. Topps Moltres has $175 remaining. Do you have any Ancient Mews yet? I have 2 of them, actually. One of them I was showing off to Karis, so it's no longer on the table. Okay, we have William O'Gilvey. Oh, no, wait a second. So, Mr. Eric, if you got a card in your bag you want to give up, let me show you what you can give up real fast, okay? This will help explain it to other people, too. So here we have these, right? We did accept one hollow, is that Typhlosion, right? I guess that was because the Typhlosion actually seems half decent. So I wouldn't want you to give away something like this or this, but these aren't good enough. These are basically just bulk cards to me. You could give up this. I highly don't recommend that. This would be perfect, though. You see that? That's what we're looking for. Like this is too much bulk. So these are all considered bulk. You can donate these for free, but they would not go into the Pokepot. They would not make it in there. Let's see. Here's another, well, so this is a Korean card. If you want to do Korean cards, you need to donate 3 at a time. Here's another perfect example of a card you could donate. You could donate Grisha if you didn't want it. I think I'd accept one of these even. So one of these would be acceptable, these old vintage cards. You could donate any of these Star Wars cards that you don't want as well. So if you found one of them kind of stupid, you could be like, donate one of my top Star Wars cards. But so this is an example of it. Here it is. I think I'm invisible. You're not invisible. Is Eric watching? I don't know if he wants to donate something like... So this Zacian would be perfect if you'd like, Mr. Eric. Let me know. Mister, go through all my boxes. Yeah, you've got a lot. You're a big spender, and you've got a lot you could do that with stuff with. All right. Is Eric watching? I don't want to take this without his permission. He only told me to donate a hollow. Yes, sir, that's fine. All right, there we go. Okay, so this goes into the Pokepot, and now we're going to roll. So you can see it's just kind of it's better than a hollow, but it's a junk card. Ready? So that was pretty good. You actually got 2 1s, but the last roll was a 3. So now the Pokepot's a little larger. All right. We have William Ogilvy, slab away for the Blaine's Arcanine. All right, where did we last see that Blaine's Arcanine? He was here just a second ago, wasn't he? He's not in the actual slabs channel, is he? Yes, he is in the slabs channel. He's very good. So people are using the April Discord channel to see what's for sale. If you guys are watching this stream, you should know that we take pictures of all of our slabs and post them in Discord so that you can shop our Discord server for slabs that you want. He found a really nice, no rarity, Gurin City Gym Deck Blaine's Arcanine. So now he's going to pick that up. All right, William Ogilvy. Oops. There it is. Bring back Poke Battles. We might bring back something like that. I haven't figured it out yet. All right, let's see. Where does W fit? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So you're between X and Y. All right, so this will say April 25, William Ogilvy, Blaine Arcanine, 235, is that right? 235. All right, so that's 235, and you sent how much? 60. So you sent $40 to be applied to it. So that leaves you with 195 remaining. Nice, dude. Let me stop and see if I can restock that card too. Okay, let's see. Poke Battles, weren't those fun? Back in the day. All right, cool. So we got a new one on the way. And you have a Blaine's Arcanine now. How nice is that? Aiden Scalaro, Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolution. Okay. Now, I know how to know if you are new or not, Mr. Aiden, because if you are new, you won't have a shipping address. Okay, you do have a shipping address. You're very new, but you've shipped before. So he wants a Surging Sparks and a Prismatic Evolution. So, 1 pack each. Here you are. And a Prismatic. Someone put a slab in the Poke Pot. Here it is. I think that would be funny. Maybe we would allow that if it was like a really bad slab. Like really bad. But I think the problem with that is most people, if they roll all like 2s or something, they're going to be like, I want the half of the box with the slab in it. It is. Oh, Professor's Research. He was Professor Research. Put the drilled Luffy in there. He goes, now he's going to join the drilled box full of drilled cards. By the way, if you donate at least $5, we put your name on the sleeve and keep the sleeve. There we go, so that people know who donated toward it. There we go. But you can donate as little as $1. Mr. Aiden, there you go. All right, Mr. Aiden, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Make the rule you can only win the slab if it's 3s and 6s. Jeff Leon, 3 Heat Wave, 5 Electric Breaker. 3 Heat Wave, 1, 2, 3, and then 5 Electric Breakers. Here they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's going on with this Poke Pot? It's a new mechanic in the store where you can donate a junk card into this thing called the Poke Pot. And when you donate, you get to roll 3 dice. If all 3 numbers match, you get half the box of the Poke Pot. If all 3 numbers are 6s, you get the entire thing. So it's a way to sort of donate your junk cards. We don't accept hit cards We don't accept holos either, so truly bulk cards. It's got to be like a junky hit. And it's just kind of a fun way to participate in the channel when there's no orders in the queue, there's nothing to do. You can be like, wait, let me throw a card into the Pokepot. Here's Ho-Oh. You could put a energy card with the slab's name on it, so they wouldn't know which half it is. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Okay, here's Durant. All right. It came to me in a dream. You know, when I was a kid, I was actually really well known on the in the street. We didn't play on the internet back then, right? There was no internet for a while. And I was well known for making up games. I loved making up games. And so the Pokepot's just kind of like when I was a kid, coming up with some funny way to spend your time. Here's Jeff Leon. Thank you, Jeff. Well, Mr. Jeff. All right, let's find your bag. We can donate multiple cards for multiple chances. I think you can, but that's a great question if you should be allowed to do it in a row like that. You know, like let's say the pot was really good. It was super full. Well, then why shouldn't you tell me to take 20 bad cards out of your bag and just roll 20 times for it? Because, you know, to roll, you know, like all of the same three numbers, it's like a 1 in 36 odds. So if you donated 36 cards and they were all junk, you'd have a pretty good shot at eventually rolling those three numbers. So I think it's best if we just do it one card at a time, spread out in some way. I don't know how. Can I add some Walking Dead cards? Yeah, that's possible. So a card like a Walking Dead card from a Topps pack, that would be considered better than a holographic, you know, bulk card. And but it's also not a chase card. Well, you're not allowed to put chase cards in there because I feel like that's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'd allow it. Maybe if you're saying I'm just donating this to the group. No, I don't want that. I don't want that. The Pokepot can't have hits in it. It's just junk. Jose Arredondo, 40 for a slab away. You got it. All right. So this is going to say 255 minus 40, which is 215. I had the internet since 94, but it couldn't do much then. Yeah. Back when AOL came out, you could do instant message, which your parents were terrified of. They're like, you can't do that. And then also you had RuneScape Classic, pot for sale, 10 GP. All right, 30 for PSA 7 Vaporeon. You got it, Vaporeon. PSA 7 Vaporeon. Where is that? That's not in the Discord server, is it? Vaporeon. I'm trying to think of a Vaporeon 7. Do we have a Vaporeon 7 for sale? Let me make sure he's not referring to a card in our Discord server. I don't remember a Vaporeon for that cheap. Jose Arredondo. What is he referring to? Seen it on the video. Oh no. Give me more details about it, okay? Give me more details about it. It's a PSA 7 Vaporeon. What set? Tell me what set we're looking at. Jose Arredondo also did a $100 slab away payment. Okay. This goes down to 115. My dad's friend had AOL and canceled it on day one because he said it was terrible. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff was kind of expensive too. Like a computer back then was so expensive, like thousands of dollars for a very bad computer. And AOL didn't do much but tell you the news. And you had to know the name of a website that you wanted to peruse. It's an older set, and it's a Vaporeon. That's all we got, huh? All right, let's start looking. You don't know the name of the set. Be happy to sell that to you. Just got to see if I can find it, though. An older set with a Vaporeon on it. You're sure it was a Vaporeon? Because I would hate to dig through these for like 30 minutes and not find it. Like, was it a poker set? Was it a Cardos set? I'm trying to think of exactly what Vaporeon could have come out of. No, it's not jungle. Here it is. Found it. Haha. Call of Legends. You got it. Sold. That wasn't so bad, was it? We were lucky. He was near the surface. Look at that, guys. I made a whole video for like an hour, and it totally got me a sale. Great success. Music is perfect. This is a clip moment. What? All right. Well, we are an hour and 40 minutes in, and this 6:37. I better wrap up real soon, guys. Jeff Leon, one journey, one prismatic. One journey, and one of these pricey prismatics. How much is an Ancient Mew? Did someone try to use one of your cards recently? I think I have a red label Ancient Mew for sale for $9.50 or $9.40 or something like that. Okay. Here's Glaceon. Clang. There it is. Jeff, 2 rounds of hollows. Sorry, Jeff. Oh, okay. I'm more in the range of 100 to 200. Too late for orders? Try sending it in. Team Rocket Grunt says, donate one of my cards for the Pokepot. Let me get 1 surging spots and shipping. All right, you got it. So 1 Sparks. Shipping to the blank address. And donate a card into the Pokepot. Sounds good. Okay. Fix the zoom. Oops. My B. There you go. You got some hollows there. Damn you, Pokemon. Okay, Team Rocket Grunt is in the TE box. Ugh. By the way, if you guys didn't know this, we have a pre-order box break of Glory of Team Rocket. It's a pretty pricey box. I paid an enormous premium for it. And we're still going to host it as a break, though. And it's just really tough. Hopefully prices go down over time. I don't think it's going to go down at launch, to be dead ass with you guys. So there's Scoop Up Cyclone. That's the kind of card you can donate to the Pokepot. How does that sound? All right, Team Rocket Grunt. He's going to try and roll for 3 of the same number. Dead ass type shit. Rolling 6, 1, and 3. So now the pot's a little larger. And you can see here's what the pot looks like. A little rat-a-tat. All right, there it is. So you're out 1 card, but it's not really that meaningful for you. It's not like super painful. And you're not going to miss it, I bet. You are. And yet the Pokepot's getting a little more fun as it gets larger. All right, let's try and print this. All right. Very good. Did we do the right address? Yes. Whew. Jose Arredondo, pay off the slab away and slab away the Bubble Mew. All right, you got it, man. Anything for you. So Jose Arredondo had the PSA 8 Evolutions Artwork Group. I suspect that would be held in the actual boxes over here. Let's check that first. Maybe not. I don't see it. Ouch. All right, let's move this out of the way. You must be in here then. Sarah Dusenberry's in here. Teresa is in here. What does it say? It says the evolution. Oh, it's the booster slabs. Booster slabs, yes. Got it. That's cool. Booster slabs will be here. Ah, damn. That's a big one. Well, shoot, man. I think you got a great deal on these. There they all are. I don't want to pull them out because it's going to mess up the holder. The not the holder, the sleeve. These probably all went up. Okay, so you did good. All right. That's paid. This is going to say April. PSA 10 Mew, $380. How much did you send? Oh, shoot. How much? Hold on. So there was 115 left. And you said, okay, so you sent in 40. Okay, now we know. So you sent in 40. $380 goes down to $360. And this should say April. All right, Jose Arredondo, you're set up. And these are ready to go downstairs. Damn. That's really cool that you got these. All right, congratulations. Now, as for the Mew, let's get him set up next. Is it with an A? No, it's with an E. There it is. Thank you very much. Okay. Well, we got really busy all of a sudden. Mr. Aiden says 2 prismatics. Okay, Aiden Scalaro. There you are. We got real busy around 6:43. We were so slow at the start of the stream. I was choking. Here it is. All right. Very nice. Looks like you overpaid. So you have $2 extra, okay? You can apply that to your next order. Just keep that in mind, all right? Okay. Whimsicott. Noabat. Ooh. He was wrapping up, so everyone got sad. I know. I do eventually have to go. The daytime stream isn't meant to be a real long stream. The nighttime stream is quite a bit longer. Jeff says he'll take a journey in a prismatic. These little booster bundle boxes are so funny. All right. Prismatic is still very popular. Oh, nothing crazy. All right. Professor's research. And done sparse. Whoa, you're killing it. Freaking done sparse, but I don't want you to go. All right. Very nice. Very good. It's Jonathan Cham! It's been a long time. 1 box of Gem Pack Chinese. Well, I can't turn this down. I haven't seen Jonathan Cham pop up in a long time. All right, what's up, man? How's life for you, Mr. JC? Whew. We're closing in on 100,000 subscribers. Although it's taken forever to finish crossing that finish line, isn't it? We are. We're limping across the finish line. There we go. been busy working. Good, good. It is. Hopefully life's been treating you well. Grab this. All right. Very good. Very nice. All right, what do we have here? Step in this. So these are the Chinese gem packs. They're actually pretty cool, but we didn't sell as many as I thought we would. I'm tempted to open a case for myself and just grade them myself. They got master balls, they got unique hollow styles, and they got artworks that are not in the English packs. I'm in talks with the supplier. He's a British guy living in China, and he is talking me into getting a new set. UK economy is really bad. Yeah, that's no good. You know, I feel it when Americans are doing well, like when they get a stimulus check, I feel it because I make so many sales when the economy's good that way. Now, maybe it's secretly kind of bad because maybe stimulus checks are... Ooh, there you go. You got the Quackaval special AR card that's exclusive to this set. You can't get this in English. You can't get that in English. Here we are. So there you have it. But I think what I was saying was when the economy is good, businesses do good. When there's a lot of money, people spend money. They consume. So I'm sorry to hear that. Here's the kitty. Here's the nice little Captain Pikachu. What do you think would save the British economy? Here we are. The British. Boy. Quaxley. Here's Pikachu. Oh, very nice. Oh. I think the American economy is also trying to figure out what to do. Donald Trump wants to do tariffs. He wants to take Greenland. He wants to control the Panama Canal. So basically, he wants to control the shipping routes. Here we are. He wants to try and make Ukraine pay us back for what we gave them for the war. So he is on full money-saving mode. He's cutting all these government programs. He's finding out, you know, he had the whole Doge department cutting all these people right out of the government saying, all right, give us all this money back. Don't pay these guys anymore. So he's on a full wrecking ball mode. And here it is. It's kind of scary. Better food, so their people are more happy. It is. All right. Oops. Okay. You're watching Trump going, is this going to work? You know, like it better work. Because if it doesn't work, it's going to look pretty bad on you. I think also all this fighting he's doing with our former allies, like Canada, could backfire if they all gang up on the U.S. together really solidly. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Here's, ooh. All right. But I know that 25% tariff on the cars is going to really impact countries like Mexico. Ooh. Mexico and Japan, apparently, according to a chart that I read. And so their economies are taking a little hit right now just because Trump's saying we don't want to buy cars. We want to make them. Ooh, look at that. Very nice. All right. Everyone's worried about that, but nobody talks about how hurt the people of Detroit and Michigan were when we shipped all those jobs away. Oh, there we go. I thought we were probably having a bad internet situation because nobody's leaving any comments. Is the comment section working? Let me click on the comments again. Oh, nope. You guys are just being a little quiet. So let's take a look at these pulls. We got Quaxley. We got Pikachu with the special hollow. We got a nice Master Ball, normal hollow, Master Ball, Master Ball, Master Ball Stamp, Master Ball Stamp, Fui Coco, another nice little Pikachu, and Quaxley. So you're looking for, by the way, the Master Ball Pikachu, Captain Pikachu. There it is. Grade them, mister. Yeah, these are great. I like these. So, Jonathan, let's see if we can find your bag. It's been a long time. I don't think we would have taken your bag. I think we would have left yours alone. You're going to be in the back, though. Johnny Diaz, Joe. Aha! Here it is. It wasn't expired anyways. All right, cool, man. It's midnight. Just listening to your soothing political talk while slowing down. Slowing, going to sleep. No homo. Mister, I sent for shipping of my slabs. I don't blame you. I'd want them too. I think Alexis is coming back in on Friday for the shipping. She did a double round of shipping Monday and Tuesday, so you won't see her again till Friday. This is going to say 4.25. All right, look at that. Good. Well, I hope the economy picks up in the UK and things go swimmingly over there. I would have thought my bag would have been taken away. Nope, it wasn't a year old. But also, I don't think I would have taken it away anyways, just because I know who you are. All right. I think I would have been sad, though. I'd have been like, where did Jonathan Cham go? He doesn't love me anymore. Let's go ahead and, let's see, your slabs are kind of on the heavy side. Let's increase the weight for that because you got those big booster slabs. Speaking of sad, Karis is going to be sad if I don't get my butt out of here soon. She's going to say the whole day's over and all I did was work. This is actually my second stream of the day. I hosted a stream on the other YouTube channel, TheCardconomist. I have 2 YouTube channels, not 1. All right, there we go. So I hosted a little stream over there where we went live and played Monster Hunter. One day, we're going to play Pokemon Legends ZA on that channel. So please join it, TheCardconomist. We're going to play Pokemon Legends ZA on the gaming channel. Okay. Good. No. What did I just do? I just put that into Jonathan's bag. Jose Arredondo's the one who shipped. I'm being a goofball here. It's because I'm talking to Mr. Jonathan. Let's see if you had a bag over here to ship with those slabs. Mr. Jose Arredondo, in case you did. Get them all together. The music's done. Ah, look at this. So it is closing time. Closing time. I'm still subscribed to the TheCardconomist. Whew, hasn't it been a long time? Man, it's been a long freaking time, dude. Do you feel older? I feel older. Slabs only. Oh, okay, slabs only. The bag stays. Closing time. Stinking up the pokies. This is going to say slabs. Doobie, 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 doo. Slabs plus booster pack slabs. Kendo says, still taking orders? Unfortunately, we're wrapping up right now. We're going to be back on tonight. Oh, hold on. We got a Chenseg Vong. He wants into the Lugia break. Let me do this real fast. Okay. Don't blame you. Going into this Lugia break's probably the coolest break on the table. It's just the biggest break on the table, so it takes a while. Okay. So there it is. Lugia ticks up to 7 out of 27. There it is. Okay. Very nice. Okay, and Jesus Aguilera, who wanted History of Z. Now, where did we place those? I just saw them. Here they are. And can you put a top loader for the Mega Latios in my bag? I can do that. All right, here it is. I'm definitely older. I'm 43 this year. Oh, that's funny. I'm turning 36 in 2 days. So I turned 36 in 2 days. So you're a little bit older than me. I was in my 30s when I first met you with Monster Hunter World. Wow. Yeah, and I turned 30 when we started this channel, but I'd already done Monster Hunter for like 2 years or maybe 3 years. So I was like 27 when I started Monster Hunter. It was so long ago. It almost makes me sad when you think about it. You know, it's like life's gone by. Great priest sentencing. Here we are. But things are going smoothly. You gotta count your blessings, really. You got a successful job. You got a successful career. Life's really stable. You got the money you need to survive so that you can pay all the politicians to spend all your money on dumb things. We're going to have to tax you for almost all your income. Ah, really? Yeah, but don't worry. We spend it on really good things like war. Darn it. What about spending it back on me? No, we don't do that. It is Jesus. Do I sound bitter? I must sound so ridiculously bitter sometimes, like schizophrenically, paranoid, autistically bitter about taxation sometimes. But it's all that I think about these days, how the government is like this mafia that just comes in and says, give me your money, like that. And it's like, you give me your money, you won't go to jail. And you're all right, here's my money. What are you going to do with it? Waste it? Damn it! I worked so hard for it. It's my life. That was my life forces that generated that money. And you're just going to go waste it. Okay, so you should have a bag because you said you got a bag. but I'm wondering where that is. We're looking for Mr. Aguilar. Oh, there's a third one. Here it is. I agree with you about the taxes. Well, you got it really rough in the UK. I would know. I've studied your taxes over there because I wanted to move to the UK pretty badly at one point. Because I like the people, I like the accent, I like the old buildings, I love the medieval, ancient history, all that's super cool. And my grandfather is British-Scottish, half British, half Scottish. And so, all that sounds, connect with your roots a little bit, maybe. But then I learned about your taxes, and I was like, oh, poor things. Like the moment you start to make any money, the government takes half of it. Half of it. Holy Jesus, dude. All right, but that's just when they tax you on your income. Then they tax you when you spend it too. And it's real bad over there. The UK, it's funny because the United States broke free of the UK because they were mad over taxation. So I can't relate to the Founding Fathers any more than I do these days. I was like, stop taxing me. Stop it. Let's get that top loader. The Founding Fathers didn't like taxation. That's what it was all about, guys. You're not free when some other guy takes all your money. You're not free. Ooh, that's a really good card. You must have looked that up and realized it was really expensive. Megalodios. I turned 32. I feel like an old man. Dwight Schrute, bitter. Yeah, I'm like Dwight Schrute. I'm like this cringy, like beet farming, Bears, Battlestar Galactica. But so yeah, it's the taxations. I can't breathe. They tax you till you're choking, and then lucky for you, they don't spend it on anything you want them to. They spend it on all the things you don't like. You're like, why would you spend it on this? The Americans were like, stop taxing us. Only we can tax our people. And it's true, only we can tax our own people. But luckily today, we have much lower taxes than people in Europe and even in the UK. Is it worth taking my cards from PSA to Beckett? I think so. I can tell that in your 30s, everything hurts more. 40s, and you're breaking down. All right, guys, that's the end of the stream. It's a nice, long, 2-hour stream. People are playing around with this new idea, the Pokepot, which seems to be kind of popular. It's this idea I had to allow people to donate their junk cards to play around when they don't want to spend any money. All right, so it's got some more cards in it. That's not bad. Look, it can kind of like this. Huh? I envision the whole box being full because it's not easy to roll 3 of a kind. That was almost 3 of a kind. Is the BGS submission ready? I was supposed to submit it Saturday and Sunday, and I just didn't. I just found myself too busy. Speaking of which, I'm going to be hopping off, having dinner, and then assessing the value of AVAX slab away loan. So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. All right, I'll see you guys in the nighttime stream. I'll see you there.